Hello, my name is Christine and this is Nick.
Hello, everyone.
Today we will be touring my favorite class, Pre-Aeronautics. Come on, let's go meet Mr. Oliver. Hello, Mr. Oliver.
Hi, Mr. Oliver.
Hello, Nick and Christine. Come in.
Mr. Oliver, we're giving the audience a tour of your classroom today. They want to know what pre-aeronautics is like here at Sanford Middle School in Seminole County, Florida.
Okay, Nick, can you tell them about Pre-Aeronautics 1?
In pre-aeronautics, we focus on reading. Our textbook is a picture book called Wild Blue Wonders by Lane Wallace. It focuses on aircraft design. At the end of the course, students will be able to look at an aircraft and tell you exactly what the aircraft is made of, its special design features, and possible performance characteristics and uses. This is a very rigorous course with a long vocabulary list and challenging assignments.
Come along, Nick. Let's go see what Aero 2 is doing.
Okay, prospective students, in Aero 2 we begin flight instruction. Here these students are learning the pre-flight checklist.
Remove control wheel lock. Check ignition switch off. Turn on master switch and check fuel quantity indicators. Then turn off master switch. Check fuel selector valve handle on both.
In Aero 2, we also learn basic flight maneuvers to include taking off, climbs, descents, turns, slow flight, and stalls. Each student gets tested individually, which can be a little intimidating. However, it is fun to learn to fly, and particularly to do it as a student in middle school. My favorite activity was learning to read the flight instruments.
Written tests in pre-aeronautics 2 and 3 are very straightforward. Mr. Oliver uses the FAA's Private Pilot Test Prep software. After reviewing the content for a given chapter, we take the practice test on the software until we are proficient. This usually takes 3 to 5 days. Next, we take the actual test for a grade of the same multiple choice questions we practiced, just like the FAA does it. This is the same exact written test that parents watching this video who are prospective pilots themselves would be taking if they wanted to get a private pilot's license. One good thing about pre-aeronautics is that Mr. Oliver is always adding new items to the curriculum. This year, Aero 3 students will be building part of a wing. This is a direct effort to teach the students the skills involved in building metal airplanes and increases our technical literacy from the paper gliders. The students have just started on this project and are now marking and cutting the aluminum pieces. By the end of the semester, each student will have completed a module that looks like this. Last year, for the second time, we had an SH-60B Seahawk visit from Naval Air Station Mayport, Florida. I was very excited that day. We actually had a warbird visiting a middle school campus. Sometimes it's just more fun when the field trip comes to you. We watched the helicopter land and got to talk to the crew. We toured the aircraft and got to sit in the cabin and cockpit. I just don't get how they remember what all the switches do. What I remember most is the noise and wind the helicopter created when it came in for a landing. I would like to do something like that one day, wouldn't you, Christine?
In all 3 aeronautics courses, we build gliders. Having hands-on activities on block days surely helps the time go by as we remain engaged. These gliders are very challenging to build and fly. Imagine, this is actually part of our grade. The gliders teach us patience, how to read technical drawings, and how to follow technical instructions. If you don't pay attention to detail, it is very easy to make a mistake. Mr. Oliver says that my gliders always fly the best.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next year.